Good evening and welcome to another live edition of Sports Live here again on a beautiful Monday night. I guess you can say beautiful Monday night.
Beautiful Monday night for some folks.
Well, for some folks, it's not a beautiful because it's Monday.
Okay, no.
There you go.
Okay,
Someone
now
keeps turning off your microphone.
Metzler.
No, it wouldn't be Metz, it would be Callahan. But, of course, we got a lot to talk to about tonight, I should say. Lots of Vikings, Packers, we'll talk to that. But first, right before that, I'm going to get into a give a little update live, or we could say a live scoreboard update of our picks. Because technically there is a game going on, so there is still points up in the air. Right now, in last place, Mr. Tyler Meyer at 611 points after having a 20-plus lead going after week one over the second-place man, who's now Nick Getty at 614. So only a 3-point lead. If Philly wins tonight,
I'm keeping it.
If Philly wins tonight, you will have a 4-point lead.
Huh.
And then I'm up there at 639. So
what if Philly loses tonight?
then it doesn't matter. He
Okay.
still has a 3-point lead. So Nick was down. Let's see here. Let me roll back to the paper. He was down 357 to 335, and he managed to make up 20-plus points on you.
That's fine. I can make him up, too. He can do it in 1 week. I can do it, too. So
when you pick the same picks half the time, it's kind of easy that way. No, it isn't, because you win the same amount. What killed you was the 9, 10, and 11-point games. You lost that, and then Nick ended up winning his 10 and 11. So there was 21 points right there. So, but we'll get into this a little more later. Less points this week, 16 games only for college football for the top 25, 16, of course, for the NFL.
Dang, I thought I was going to overtake you, Zach. My bad.
You're not going to get past me. I'll be taking over that for a long time.
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
Just wait, yeah, that's true. Just wait. Because who knows what's going to happen. I could have that bad week.
You will for sure pick Florida, and they're going to lose this week. So,
well, thanks. I mean, you lose to with the number one defense in the country. That's pretty bad.
Back to this.
I'm just saying. It's true. It's actually true fact.
They
are the number one defense. They did give up only like 70 yards last week to North Texas. I believe it was negative yardage on the run.
yeah.
All right, Homer, let's go.
Oh, I'm just saying. He wants to put it down like that. I put the facts out there. But we're going to give some game highlights of last night's Packer-Viking showdown. Oh.
Go ahead and cry.
Metzler,
Thank you.
I'm kind of shocked you're not over at Aaron Rodgers' house like everybody else is. They sure want him out. Whoo! Didn't play well at all. That was ugly. But,
Rodgers over?
of course, okay, no, we're not getting into that. Of course, Packers get on, I believe, what was it, first possession? They got it up 7-0?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it second possession? Was it first or second possession?
Second possession.
Must have been second possession. They got easy little touchdown to Jordy Nelson on a failure again by Trey Waynes early. Lots of trouble early in the game from Trey Waynes, but that was a
he committed. It wasn't a failure. Everybody bid on the run. It wasn't just Trey.
But he was the main guy.
So. No, it wasn't.
So then Vikings get the ball back, and I believe Peterson got hurt on. No, Peterson did not get hurt on that. He got hurt in the second half, so he was in there struggling early on, but Bradford throwing the ball well. And then with, see here, what about inside the 10-yard line, Bradford with a nice little touch pass here. This courtesy of the man, PA.
3rd and 4 from inside the 10. Bradford shotgun. Diggs and Johnson left. Rudolph and Thielen right. Sam takes the snap. Looks to the right. Fires to the right. Back right of the end zone. Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown! Vikings! Sam Bradford's first touchdown pass as a member of the Minnesota Vikings goes the way of Kyle Rudolph. It's 7-6 Green Bay.
And this place has just erupted as the Minnesota Vikings ball threw their way down the field. We have not seen that out of this offense. And I know Norv Turner's next to me in the booth smiling because he's spreading this Packer defense out. He's getting his receivers open, and he's got a guy in Bradford that knows where the ball's supposed.
So that was right away tie the ball game up on a lucky, I guess you could say. Blair Walsh actually hit one down the middle. Actually, no, I think he pulled it a bit, too. He did pull it a little left.
He pulled it to the left a little bit.
He did pull it left, but he did make it.
Oh, Blair, oh, Blair.
Yeah. Going into halftime, it was 10-7. Blair did make it. Down the middle, actually. Going into halftime, Rogers was 8 of 15 passing for only 59 yards and a touchdown, while Bradford was 16 of 23 for 175 and a touchdown. Yeah, scary line there. But as I wouldn't even want to throw against that defense. Hoofda. Granted, there was there two fumbles in the first half?
Two fumbles.
They should have had. I don't know what happened. Maybe a little bit too much garlic they had.
Andrew Sendejo being Sendejo.
Well, you know.
Matt, courtesy of you.
Sendejo did his. He tried to run with it. They just need to learn full on the dang ground, but that's okay. All right, as we try to go through 100 different interviews here, because that's all they like to play they like to have as interviews. Where the heck did everything go?
You know, while we're waiting for that, I loved Zimmer's press conference. You know, how they have the fans chanting, doing the Skol Vikings, and Zimmer's basically trying to talk, and he can't talk because the noise is too loud, and he's like, "Yep, that's why we have those doors closed."
Well, yeah, it gets loud. Those fans are.
I mean, it's
probably most of them are intoxicated.
Opening of a new stadium, just beat the Packers, so yeah, it's going to be a big game.
Get rid of everything. Good Lord. Well, maybe we'll see what this has. Oh, I am up. I'll just kind of, but maybe it doesn't. Why did they get rid of any? Oh, maybe we'll get a little highlight here. Maybe I don't know if they'll. 2010. So here's a few highlights from Sam Bradford last night. It's about all they got after they deleted everything.
From the 27-yard line. And here come the Packers, and Bradford gets it away and completes the pass. Play clock at 1. They just do get it off, and Bradford fires over the middle, and that's caught by Diggs. Stephon Diggs gets into Packer territory for -3. Bradford fires down the left side and hits his tight end. Bradford to the end zone. Rudolph! Touchdown Vikings. Bradford deep downfield off the play fake. Diggs, and he's able to come up with the ball at the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 6. And Bradford throws, and it's caught by Diggs. He's off to the races again. Stephon Diggs to the 36 of Green Bay. Before the commercial, walks off basically unassisted. Bradford on play action, going to the end zone. You got it, Diggs. Who else?
Well, Sam Bradford's going to take a shot at the end of this play as well. Mike Daniels, his favorite guy, catches him right in the ribs, and he still drops it in there perfectly. I don't want to overstate this case, and I don't like hyperbole.
Go ahead.
But what Sam Bradford is doing tonight is unbelievable. He's here for 2 weeks. He's running this offense out of the hurry up, out of the no huddle. He's been taking a pounding. There's no running game to speak of. The protection has not been good. And he and Stephon Diggs are tearing it up.
There's a few highlights there from Bradford's wonderful night.
Mm-hmm.
They can give.
It's a way to start a career for the Vikings, I guess.
9 days of practice, I guess he can give it that. Or 15 days, maybe it was. I don't know. And then, of course, the end of the game. The big old interception by Trey Waynes.
Out there on a 3rd down and 14.
Well, Trey Waynes down here at the bottom against Davante Adams, one-on-one.
Robinson is back in the game. Rodgers throws, and it's intercepted. It is picked off by Trey Waynes. Picking on him all night long, and finally, he might have the last say.
Trey Waynes, you just keep fighting, right, boss? There you go. Going to run a little post corner. He was wide open if he just stayed on the slant. And really, because it was a one-step move by Davante Adams, Trey Waynes really didn't even have a chance to react to it. The entire defense had flowed to the right side. Aaron Rodgers saw it. comes back to his one-on-one, and Trey Waynes, after an interesting night, it's the play of the game.
To say the least, but it's not over in the sense that Green Bay has all of its time out.
Well, Al Michaels kind of has to do his job and say that, but it was pretty much over after that happened. Because there was going to be no Hail Mary in Minneapolis.
Nope.
I'm sorry. This ain't Brett Favre to Greg Lewis. There was going to be no miracle. Sorry, Metzler. Oh, gosh.
No, that's
You know
good.
what? That would have been pretty funny if that would have happened, because I guarantee you I could have walked past his dorm room and his TV would have been sitting on the sidewalk.
I wasn't even at.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't at, so his house would have been totally destroyed. I would have loved to see that.
I ain't gonna lie though. I went running around the house, around the block, screaming at 11 o'clock at night, and my neighbor comes outside and he's like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "Of course I did. That's why I'm out here running around at 11 o'clock at night."
Just like a little kid does when the ice cream truck comes around. Gotta run around a block. I didn't do anything. All I did was clapped. Little clap, and continued to watch until the pregame or post-game show came up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was good, but the game wasn't quite over yet.
No.
But it was a incredible game. I mean, both sides played well. I mean, the defensive line.
Both teams had quite a bit of penalties that they can fix up. But,
Quite a bit of penalties. I think Minnesota had more penalties than Green Bay.
well, yeah, but they combined for like 20, 21 penalties.
Well, I say the refs got a little flag happy there. Just a little bit. Little flag happy. A couple of those pass interference weren't quite pass interference. The one in the end zone on Terrence Newman was no holding call. I don't know what they saw there.
No.
Yeah, and I don't know what you guys think, but that I don't remember who hit him, but the hit in the end zone as Rodgers crossed the goal line.
Sendejo.
What
That was to me the wrong call. Sendejo should have been flagged on that, but they decided to flag the Green Bay guy.
That's what I thought, because he was flying, and you can't, when you're in a heat of a hit like that, you don't know exactly where the goal line is. You're trying to prevent him from the goal line, and then as soon as I seen the flag go, I'm like, oh, here we go again. Rodgers has to get his little flag.
This little flag. Every
Oof,
quarterback gets it besides Cam Newton. Besides Cam Newton, every other quarterback gets it. But it was funny how Twitter was kind of going off on, man, what happened? Everybody was thinking, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, they were going to have that big, fight game, but I guess that game decided to be like, they decided, we'll give it to the Minnesota Green Bay. There'll be some more fighting there. Then, I mean, granted, Antonio Brown looked god-awful in that game, but we'll get to that later. But kind of breaking down some spots, the running game again, zero. Non-existent. The offensive line has been just terrible.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be better. Fusco is terrible.
He got bored.
Khalil actually is better than Fusco right now, but not by much, because Khalil's just as bad. Boone's about the only one that's doing his job over there. Well, Berger.
Yeah, maybe Berger, yeah.
But, I mean, looking at it, Peterson had 19 yards on 12 carries. The guy can't move. Might as well do the old man style and just do a little, flip it to the outside, halfback stretch play. Do something to get him on the outside.
I'd say trade him.
Trade him.
Who's
why
going to
not?
take him?
The Dallas Cowboys.
No.
They need a running back now. Their running back can't hold on to the ball. Jeez. Elliott fumbled it twice and almost cost him the game, but Kirk Cousins decided to throw that game too. But that's another story. But he averaged 1.6 yards. Peterson now has 53 yards on the year, which is his lowest in his career. Age, I think, is finally catching up to the old dog.
Just maybe.
I think so, too.
The old dog's finally getting a little tired.
He's not being a workhorse anymore.
Green Bay fans better be saying good, because he's torched them for 10 years.
Now they just have to worry about Stephon Diggs torching him,
Depends who's throwing the ball.
Bradford.
Once again, Metzler, history.
So total yardage for rushing was 22 for 30 yards. That is just Huey, and that includes the sacks at Bradford. Or you don't even say sacks.
Sandwiches.
It's more like sandwiches.
He got murdered.
It was both outside linemen that are Khalil and is it
Andre Smith.
Yeah, like Boone said.
Oh, here we go.
Boone said a couple times he thought he was dead. He laid there and he had to go over and pick him up, and he's like
I'd
Sam,
act dead too.
He's like, Sam, don't die.
I'd really act dead too. I don't want to go back out there. Now you wonder why there are not many quarterbacks that last in Minnesota. Just ask Brett Favre. He took a good couple shots. Offensive line's been so bad for so many years that, quarterbacks don't want to come here.
He was basically.
I don't know what's in the mind of a lot of the wash-up ones that like to come here.
Huh?
I don't know, but Donovan McNabb.
Think that they got their stuff back just because they came to a team that was not looking so good.
McNabb was done before he even came over here anyway. Don't even throw McNabb into that
McNabb was
behind
garbage.
the offensive line crap. You can't. No, you can't even.
Could have been good.
No,
Could have.
I could have thrown the ball farther than he could.
There's no way, dude. I threw a clipboard and it went further than McNabb's football. I'm sorry. When you throw a clipboard further than a football, there's issues.
Let's cut down the McNabb talk. We're not talking McNabb now.
Just no.
So the offensive line, we can clearly say, was just pitiful to watch.
Yeah.
In clean terms.
In clean terms.
I could say many other words, but this is a swear-free zone, so I cannot say words that I'd like to say.
Off air.
Yeah, off air in my dorm room that everybody else who walked past my dorm room probably heard. A lot of F-bombs going off.
No one walked by your dorm room because you're not that popular.
Outside of my window, I wasn't meaning the dorm bed outside my window, which my window was open. What?
I'm just letting you two go back and forth, man. That's all.
That's all.
That's all, huh?
That's all. We've concluded that. So your running backs, we've concluded that didn't do their job. It's struggling. Sam Bradford
did good.
I would say 22 for 31, 286, and 2 touchdowns is pretty dang good to me.
And I want to be the first to say these two statements. One.
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to mute myself so Matt can hear this.
One, Sam made throws that Teddy would not have been able to make. Two, Teddy better be careful because Sam keeps playing like this. Teddy's job's in jeopardy.
I am off. You're saying this after one game.
I said if he keeps it up, Teddy's job will be in jeopardy.
Oh, man.
I agree with him at a certain point.
Yes.
I agree with him that the touchdown throw to Diggs, Bridgewater would not have been able to throw. He does not have that touch. As far as benching Bridgewater when he comes back for Bradford, there's a lot that's got to go on for the next 2 years. If Bradford goes on and, only loses 2 games, gives the team the Super Bowl, then you have a statement you can go in.
But I'm not even saying Super Bowl. If he goes in, he wins a game.
I almost think you want to say Super Bowl.
No,
he wants to say Super Bowl.
No, because I honestly liked what I saw that Norv Turner actually I messaged you and told you.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
I heard about that. I told him I'm glad he messaged you and not me because I would have shut my phone off.
Kudos.
I have better things to look at than listening to Tyler.
Congrats, Norv. Congrats, Norv, opening up that playbook.
Yeah,
but
give him claps. Might as well.
Hey, it's right there. I don't even have to look for it. About time he said something good about Norv. We knew he was good all along.
What did I tell you? Huh?
Give it time. Give it time.
That's something that we've been telling you.
And like I'm saying, yes, Teddy might be that guy, but we went out and we got the guy in Sam Bradford, and he executed every opportunity he had.
Yes, he did. Week 1. That's first week. Now we got to see the continuing. Next week, Carolina.
Tough defense.
Can he do something there? Yeah. Now, granted, Blaine Gabbert was able to go out there, and even though he threw like 5 picks, he was able to move down the field on the. How about that? That game was ridiculous.
That was.
Whew.
But yeah.
But you have to understand too, is that we can't make that decision yet about Teddy. You can't, because you have to wait and see what else he does. Okay. And, with Adrian probably going to be out, against Carolina, it's going to be a true test for him.
Yep.
And, the defense has a tough task.
I say if AP plays this week, you can say goodbye to that ACL in the right knee, too. That puppy's got no barriers around him. He might as well just get it fully done, be out 4+ months.
Yeah.
At this point.
No, because if
Now, it's AP,
honestly,
he's going to do whatever he's going to do.
honestly, if he does the full-fledged surgery, his career's over. If he does the full-fledged
Quiet,
surgery,
Max.
You're just jealous because we got a running back that's fit. We don't need what is that, T90X? We don't need any of that stuff for our running backs. I think our offensive line's even more fit than Eddie Lacy. That's the bad part.
My gosh.
I know, that's true. He
Matt,
does do a good job, I'll give you that.
while we got you on here,
Sure.
I want to get your opinion on this. Obviously, the crowd was loud. Fans were loud. New stadium.
Yeah.
On the offense, they were still hooting and hollering.
Boone?
Yeah. What do you think of Boone's statement where he basically dropped an expletive and he basically tells the fans to shut up? What do you think? You think he's in the right? Newly signed free agent coming in, making a bold statement like that to the fans in the new, freshly opened stadium?
He's got a point. And also,
Fans need to learn to shut up and stop drinking. And shut your mouth when we on offense.
this is what I said on Metz's show. Okay. There's Vikings
There's
fans
no copyright on that
and
either, so he
who
can say
else-
what he wants.
For Green Bay, there's a lot of Green Bay fans there, so they
There
might have
wasn't
been
that
making
many,
some.
though. If you looked at, I was watching Care 11
Well, I
before
mean, but-
because no other good game was on at 3 o'clock because that's just typical, that. But there wasn't that many. I mean, there probably was quite a few, but, looking
that
at
were
lines,
yelling.
there
Yeah,
were
yeah,
not that
there
many.
were- Well, I mean,
And
we weren't
about
at the game.
time that people show up.
I mean, we weren't at the game, but there could be some, go back, go type things going on at the stadium.
Yeah.
Because there is. Because I remember when I went to the Dome when they played Green Bay, there were a good number.
Well,
of
that's just
Packer
like
fans there.
to go off topic and go baseball quick. That's just like Dodger fans who went to Yankee Stadium and started doing a roll call. They were doing a roll call at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's like watching that. I don't want to see that in our home field. I don't want to see visitors being able to be loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I like our fans being loud. They just need to learn offense, keep it down just a bit.
Yeah.
Get that big explosive play, and then kind of, we got a guy that hasn't
Put
been in
it
the
up on
system.
the jumbotron and have the
Have Boone with the shh.
shut the
Yeah, there you go. Have Boone just go, shut the beep.
or something like that.
That'd be a
I don't know.
perfect
What are you
thing.
gonna say, Ty?
I was gonna say, I was reading something too that's where Sam Bradford's got to come in, and he's got to.
I think he had a few things on his mind to worry about outside of shushing the
He's got a good
crowd.
point.
I think the guy needed to. Granted, I don't even think he called an audible the whole night.
No, he tried, but the wide
They couldn't hear him.
the wide receivers, the line couldn't hear anything.
That's why you start doing
That's why
you make some
Boone got
signals and you
Boone got so mad.
do some
starts.
signals. You do some signals.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. Yeah, there are false starts
Yeah.
and everything. But I think Boone's taken the leadership role on that.
He
offensive
is,
line.
and that's nice to see because somebody needed to.
Because Khalil ain't.
No, I watched one
Andre
play.
ain't.
I watched one play where
Fusco ain't.
Fusco's
I watched one
terrible.
play where Khalil just stood there and watched him sack the quarterback.
His own former teammate just ripped
Nick-
right through him and sacked Bradford.
Nick Perry destroyed Khalil on a
Oh,
bunch of plays.
oh God, it was awful.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
how long has it got to take Vikings organization to know he's garbage?
The
Well,
problem
here's
is when
my-
there's
yeah.
nobody out there on the market that's worth it at this point, and there's no draft guys out there that you can think.
You
You
could
kind of have to
There's
take.
too
you
many
can't-
players.
What you can't do is you can't just say we're going to get rid of you, and then all of a sudden you don't find somebody.
You could have went
That's
out
the
and
problem.
got Josh Sitton.
Yeah, at this part of the year,
Yeah,
that was late. And look how he's doing in Chicago. They haven't won a game either.
They're up 7-3.
Are they actually winning?
Yeah.
Who scored the touchdown?
Langford.
Oh, that's right. He scored the only one last week too.
Jeffrey had a big gain. Oh, Jay called it. What did you think of Blair, Tyler?
He kicked the ball well last night. he redeemed himself. And
let's
we still
wait
got
on
we
that.
still got Robbie
Let's-
Gold there on
let's-
speed dial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true. I told Metz that last night. I said, "No, he's Robbie Gold's just waiting."
yeah, I'm waiting to see what he does next week after. But he shut critics up right now. He made everything he had to yesterday.
Let's put it this way. He needs to learn to shut up during his press conferences in front of the media saying he's an elite kicker. Just be quiet. You are not an elite kicker right now. Shh. Silent. Just say, I'm
Mason
going to do
isn't.
my job. Well, Mason Crosby, I'd take him in a heartbeat over Blair Walsh. He can.
I'd even take.
he can hit him.
I'd take Adam Vinatieri in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Vinatieri, oh gosh. The nice thing about Vinatieri is that if he was on the Vikings right now, I mean, I'd be having some wild points there in fantasy because I think Vinatieri would be averaging about 60 points because that's all the Vikings do is they get in the red zone, can't find the end zone.
Did you not watch the game last night?
I watched the game, but I mean, we're talking week 1. It was pretty ugly.
You said that's all they do.
Well, they did week 1. That's all they
That's
did.
not all they do if they scored 2 touchdowns.
I'll give it that. I'll give that. But it wasn't like,
And I'm back.
And you're back. And you're back.
Sounded like that was a bad thing.
It is always.
It's okay. We didn't need to get
sorry.
into the Trey Waynes conversation.
We are right now, actually.
Oh,
Perfect.
Just in time for you to get back. We're actually going to start with the defense here. Give an overall grade of the defensive line and linebackers. Mets or Shush. We give Aaron Rodgers a C-.
I'll say the defensive line. I'll give him a
I give a B+.
B plus.
A-.
I got A-.
Yeah, but the
I'd
problem
say a
is
B+.
Lacey did have a few big runs that shouldn't have happened. The defensive line, how they played overall, they played
B+.
B+, A- almost.
Well,
Linebackers.
the way
Linebackers.
the way the Packers were throwing the football, you gotta give that run game to the Packers because the defense was
when you got a big running back.
are always expecting a pass. You can't blame that on the D line.
No.
You can't blame that on the linebackers. So why are you giving them a B+?
I'm
You
giving
bump
them a
that
B+.
up to an A, dude.
No.
Those runs, I mean, it's still you got to play both run and pass. You can't just just say because it's on the run or the pass, and they still got to stop the run when it happens, and they failed on a few attempts, a few big or decent ones too.
It didn't hurt them though.
Now the one on the Rodgers one is kind of a different
That
story
one's
because
a
that was kind of just Rodgers being Rodgers.
Rodgers being
Actually,
Rodgers.
the one time last night Rodgers was actually being Rodgers and running into the end zone.
And it was a broken down play.
Yeah, well, no, while everybody was, is.
He didn't do the title belt thing either when he scored.
No,
he didn't. He didn't.
because he was losing at that point, and he can't be cocky.
It's not as bad as the stadium officials, deciding to play Prince's song after Jordy Nelson catches it.
Interesting thing there. Prince's name is Prince Rogers Nelson. So how much of a coincidence is that Rogers to Nelson, the first touchdown in U.S. Bank Stadium? What? Maybe that's why they played
Could have
the
been
Prince
the
music.
first, could have been the second, could have been the third. But
Maybe
luckily it
that's
was
why
only
they
the first.
played the Prince music.
Who knows? We will not know the reason why they made the mistake, but they did. But we'll continue this conversation into the next half hour. We're going to take a break here and kind of have Tyler cool down because I know he's sweating back in that box.
Actually, not bad right now.
No.
Not yet.
It
Not
will be
yet.
this next half hour.
Not yet.
We'll be back here on Mustang Radio. You've been listening to Sports Live. Much cooler next about 12 days after that.
It's beautiful.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Sounds
actually.
beautiful.
Sounds like good golfing weather.
Yeah, we would have went last week if some of them didn't forget their clubs.
That too.
God, Lord. And then, I'm going to throw this story out here right before. So, we're planning on going golfing last Wednesday. And he told me, well, we'll still go because they still had it set. He could have used women's clubs. Nothing wrong with using women's clubs.
Nothing.
I have one in my bag because that's about all you get out of a 5 hybrid, but it's not. I got nothing wrong with it. So I set my alarm for 7:30. Or no, yeah, 7:30. I end up waking up at 7. Text him, get no response in 5 minutes. I go back to bed. By the time I ever get a text message back from him, it's 6:30 that night, and he's saying, well, I ended up getting a limited edition AP in Madden. So I decided I'd play for the next 7 hours and not go to bed till 5 o'clock in the morning. But, during those 7 hours, I couldn't text Zach to tell him I'm not going to go golfing. So, kind of made me a little upset there because I woke up early for nothing.
Oh, you poor baby.
Makes me upset. I need my Would you be upset, Nick?
You could have went by yourself.
Yeah.
You could have went by yourself. You've done it before.
I've gone plenty.
More fun.
I've done it
with two
like
people.
3 times this year by myself. It's not as fun as golfing with somebody.
Well, don't take me golfing because I'm a terrible golfer.
My score's been brutal the last month anyway, so it doesn't matter if I cheat or not anymore. It's been awful. But getting back to the Vikings-Packers game here, on Sports Live, like we always do, talking football. But now, as Nick said, we didn't get to the linebackers. So starting with linebacker grades, go, Nick.
C-. It just the defensive line. I'll give credit. They did do okay against the run, but that's where I had to give them a B+ for defensive line. But the linebackers just look terrible.
Kendricks and Barr were all over the field, dude.
Did they stop the run?
No, but if we're giving the defensive line a B+, we got to sit there and at least give the linebackers a B. You can't degrade the linebackers that bad.
Yes, I can.
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious, actually.
I think you need to go back and look at film, bro.
Nope. No, I actually don't.
Wow.
Hey, give me your reasons.
Should we? Should
no,
we get...
No, don't. You just give me some reasons right now.
I think we should get Chad Greenway to call in here. What do we say?
Go ahead. I'll say the same thing. I'll say we did. I will give them a C- grade. I will honestly give them a C- grade.
A C-.
Is he actually messaging Chad Greenway to call in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you serious? Oh, good Lord.
Get him to call in. I'm coming up.
Then we can
You're not
catch
taking
up
my
on his
mic.
Hawkeyes. Oh, good Lord, you're going to message Chad.
If he calls in, I
think he's
sit
got
here
better
silent.
things to do than listen to us talk.
Oh, we've been trying to get him on the show the last couple weeks.
Trying.
You said that last year about
But
Tebow, about Shuri Floyd. Said that we had Barr on pretty much, and that never happened. We had drunk man. Well, yeah, you've tried to get. Oh no, I don't think. Oh yeah, he did message Beyonce. I forgot about that.
The reason I say the
Okay,
linebacker,
back on topic.
The reason I said the linebackers get a C- is because the defensive line saved them.
I'll give him. I'll give him a B-.
Thank you, Zach.
That's what I'll give him a B-.
I'm sorry.
We're
I'm
going
a
to
little
low
bit
Bs.
harsh. I'm a little bit of a harsher grade. Well, I'm not even on to secondary yet, but just
No,
wait.
we're not on the secondary yet.
Actually,
B-.
I'll think it over. I'll say C+. C+.
I'll go with the minimum. It's kind of on a teeter-totter of a C+, B-, but I'll give it on the B- side. I think they played pretty. I mean, Kendricks had a couple big plays there that he should have. The big lowdown was a couple of the one fumble that Kendrick should have had, and he didn't. But I mean, Barr played pretty well. Greenway, I didn't even see him much out there.
He played 17 snaps.
Wow. They're limiting the old man of playing.
And that's completely fine. Save him for the long haul.
If there is a long haul.
There's going to be a long haul.
We're week 2, man. We're only in week 3.
Calm down.
We're only going into week 3. There's a long way to go.
What?
Well, yeah, that's a given. Look at Detroit and Chicago.
It was, but you never know. I like that though. I like that kind of matchup. Christmas Eve, I'll take it. Hopefully, it's nice and frozen. No, of course, because it's an old stadium.
They said the most expensive ticket was a 50-yard line, 8 rows up, and they paid $4,444 a piece.
Someone's rich.
Someone commented on it saying Brett Favre? Question mark?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Brett Favre. All right. Nick's happy now. Get into the secondary. What do you got for the grades?
No. I'm not going first.
You're not? All right, I'll go first then. Or no, we'll give it to
I want to hear him first.
I'm trying to think of a fair grade to give them because, yes, Terrence Newman looked trash. He had 2 picks he should have picked off. He had, one or two one or two defensive pass interference. And you go over to the other side. Trey Waynes got picked on a majority of the game, but he comes up big and he seals the deal late in the game. The defensive backs held Rodgers, maintained Rodgers. I will give them a solid C. A solid C.
Solid C. Well, good analysis there. I like the grade. Yeah, this is analysis. Oh, you want me to go? Why? So I can go one down and you can go two down. I don't know. I think I gotta give him a.
Did he refer to the
I gotta
one
get,
guy?
I gotta tell you. I think I gotta give him about a D, maybe a D minus.
Did he refer
ugly.
to one guy?
I think that's where most of my that was where most of my swear words were. My F-bombs were on all the corners. Newman cost him the touchdown.
Yes.
Wayne's until the interception played horrendous.
He didn't play horrendous.
Yes, he did.
No.
God.
Listen.
He was in good position.
Yes,
didn't turn his hand.
Good position. He was in good position.
That is a college
all
football
night.
player in the making.
No,
the guy that
it's easily fixable. He got grabby. It
didn't look like
fixable.
He better fix it because
Zimmer will.
He needs to ride the pine if he doesn't. Mackenzie
not-
Alexander.
not
He does not need to ride
Mackenzie
the pine.
Alexander
You
looked
do
better
not.
than him on
Yeah.
two snaps that he had on Jordy.
You do not learn. You do not learn anything riding the pine, and that's why Zimmer kept him out there. And look what happened. It paid off. Zimmer kept Wayne's out there,
look what
and
happened.
it paid off.
You bring in Mackenzie Alexander to go one-on-one against Jordy Nelson and stops him.
And honestly, the refs missed that call. Mackenzie Alexander wasn't even turned around. He was all over him. It should have been defensive pass
Someone
interference.
doesn't know the rules 101.
He grabbed him. He wasn't even looking at him.
Trey Waynes,
It should have been
101 right
defensive
there.
pass interference.
Oh, my.
I called it right then and there,
Mute
right
him
at the
so I can go
TV.
on.
I said,
Mute him.
No, I'm not going to.
I said he got lucky.
Then it makes it worse.
I said he got lucky.
No.
Yeah.
It was not even close to
Matt, what do you think?
No.
All right, Nick. I gave him my grade, and he's already gone, oh, well, I don't even know what I want to hear about this one then. I think we'll mute us both so at least you can talk. And then you can put your piece in, okay? And
I will give a D+. A D+. It's acceptable. The only thing that saved that from being an absolute F is the interception, which he got lucky on. And I've constantly been saying to him before and off air, Steven Adams is part of that receiving core. He is a subpar receiver out of the starting core there.
I'd say a little under subpar. He's not that he dropped so many footballs. All right, continue.
But one thing we did say on the last show, which I did say that I wanted to have quoted for the show. Obviously, we don't have it. That's not that big of a deal.
It's there somewhere. I just don't feel like digging through 2 hours worth of
What I
audio.
remember is that Tyler said that Trey Waynes, if he covered Jordy, that he would get 2 picks on him and man him up.
He did say that.
Oh.
Hey, we're going to let him. Okay.
I did say if he played on Jordy 50% of the snaps,
Which he did.
Which he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
This isn't.
Well, he did. He was covering him. He went for the run. It was a little easy. I could have threw that touchdown pass.
But everybody committed, so it's not.
But it technically goes. Maybe I need to look it up how much percent, but I don't have that kind of in-depth statistics like I wish I could. But
Hey, Matt,
I would say more
Why
than
don't
50.
you tweet out the Wabi? He replies back pretty quick.
He says
out
to
Wabi.
tweet out Wabi. I don't know.
See if he's got the stats for that.
I guess he says he wants to have you ask Wabi if he's got a percentage on that.
On Wayne's covering
Percentage
Jordy.
on Wayne's covering Jordy. That's what he wants.
But yes, I will give that to you, Nick. As of right now, Wayne's did not live up to what I said, and that's fine.
But we
with
have
me,
3 different
because-
opinions. There's 3 different opinions on that.
and that's fine with me
We got
because
some similarities, some differences.
he won us the game, and I'm okay with that.
Waynes is trash. That's all I have to say.
What did you say?
Trey Waynes is trash.
Hey. I'm going to have to mute you both so we don't start a fight here.
No, that's.
I've already muted
I'm
him
not
so we
going
don't have
any
a fight right
I'm
now.
not going any further. That's all I'm saying.
Saying Favre is trash?
Where did Favre come out?
Where did that come from?
Favre threw the pick in the NFC Championship
Oh,
game.
good Lord.
Is he trash too?
Shh. Okay, let's end this. Let's end this now. Yeah, you're going to make a lot of people mad, including me, which I don't get mad about many things about the Vikings, but that infuriates me.
Gary
right there.
Anderson then?
Oh, good Lord.
Gary Anderson trash?
Okay, enough's
move on.
enough.
Just move on. I don't want to blow up on air.
We might as well. I'll let you go in there and actually.
Trust me, you don't want to see it.
No. Well, you don't need to
wanna see
blow
it.
up on air. You can go in there and kind of give him a little bit of a
1-2.
1-2 combo. Give him a little Brock Lesnar on him.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to end off on this. I'm being very calm about it. The stats show when he did cover Jordy, whether the amount was that it was 50% of how much he covered him, Jordy ran circles around him.
Ran circles. I'm sorry, but when did Jordy Nelson really light up the scorecard besides that touchdown? I'm sorry, I don't see Jordy having.
I believe he had a
Because
40.
Trey Waynes was
Wasn't there a
covering
40-yard catch that?
whip-de-doo.
If Trey Waynes turns his head the right way, knocks that out. Doesn't do it.
Whip-de-doo. Everybody allowed. Look at Darrell Revis,
6
probably the
interceptions.
best corner in the league.
Darrell's having a
He's
couple
like-
bad weeks right
Are
now.
you gonna say he's trash too?
Heck
I
no.
can honestly say, as of the
He's an
past
older
two
man.
games, he's an older guy. He's,
he's an
actually
older guy.
established
Yeah,
in the
but
league.
You,
Is Trey Waynes established?
not yet.
Has he been an All-Pro?
Not yet.
Then you cannot tell me that I am wrong.
I can. Because it's not like Jordy went off for 149 and 4 touchdowns
He
against
could have
him.
if Trey was covering him the entire time.
No, he couldn't have.
Yes, he could have.
No, he couldn't have. What did Rodgers do all game? Nothing.
We're not talking about Rodgers.
He couldn't get the receivers the ball. He couldn't get the receivers the ball. It's not like even with Trey Waynes on there.
I'm going with 6 penalties, and I'm done. No more conversation.
It wasn't even 6 penalties on Waynes.
Just wait till Xavier comes back, all right?
And then Waynes will find himself on the bench.
Yeah, left bench.
Gotta wait for.
Until Terrence Newman starts blowing it like
Nope.
he looked like he was, and then Waynes comes in.
He made. I mean, I'll admit, I said 2 F-bombs in a row when when Newman did that, and I said that is a rookie mistake. I yelled at it, the TV, not him, because I can't yell at him. I yelled at the TV. That was a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Both of them were. The second one wasn't really a holding penalty, just Jordy Nelson doing his acting, but they called
that's a
it, so
given.
you got to go with it.
Yes, it was, Max.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Even
you little salty over there, aren't you?
even the announcers said that there's numerous of calls that the announcers were like, "Oh, I really don't agree on that one," but
Well,
Then
they
again,
got to
that's the
be
announcers.
impartial. That's the thing. So when you're impartial and you see something that, maybe the ref made a little mistake on, definitely not as bad as they did in the Cal Texas game, but that's,
oh gosh,
that's we'll get into that kind of stuff a little bit later. But I think we're going
I'm done
to
over
I think
here.
we're going
I'm
to
done.
I think we're going to end talking Vikings Packers, I think, cuz I have a feeling there's going to be some fists throwing soon.
From his side, not mine.
No, you hitting him, that's what I'm afraid of.
Nah.
I don't throw fists. So.
I'm calm.
What do you swing?
I don't fight.
Oh, I feel sorry for you, my friend.
Someone's gonna deck me. They're gonna deck
sure
me.
it's him. For sure it's him.
I don't fight.
So we know that for sure. So if anybody got any heat on Tyler, well, it's a free shot. And he's not going to come back at you, so you just keep going.
I'll still try to block. I just won't. I just don't fight back.
So you're not going to play. You're not going to play offense. You'll play defense. All right, CM Punk.
That works real well.
Just give us a few seconds here.
Kept talking.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we got a question here from Matt. He's asking who won the 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah.
And another question too is how did Minnesota do in the first round of the NCAA tournament?
They both.
By the way, you still owe me $10 from that. Oh, Big Ten. No, he said they're going to win the Big Ten tournament and they'll be in the NCAA with the worst record ever. You still owe me $10 on that one yet. Yeah. Kevin Durant to Minnesota, how'd that work out?
Yeah, it's not over yet.
He's
Matt's
here.
He's only got a 1-year player option, so it could happen.
Jeez. Oh, Lord. All right, we're going to get into some little college football here right before we head to break. Quick break. Nick's like, let's go. Or do you want to continue to talk more Vikings football? No.
I would walk.
The Gophers had a bye week this week. Thank the Lord, because they needed one. Holy
I was going to say they have a bye week again.
No, they had one.
Okay.
They had a bye week. No, they don't have another bye week again, but we're going to go through here the top 25 here in a few. Give me a few seconds to get this up.
Well, you're waiting for it to come up.
No,
I just
right.
want to say we made our picks off air last week. I do just want to throw a shout out to you and a shout out to Getty. How about those Florida State?
Yeah,
you know,
I picked Louisville to win.
I picked low.
You picked low.
You guys called me idiots.
Well, I mean, we didn't think anybody would have, the kahunas to, go that high. But
And I said it was going to be a blowout, and you guys said I was crazy. I just want to say
thought you were.
I just want to say thank you, and I want you guys to apologize live on air that you guys made.
You will not be getting an apology.
I want you guys to apologize that you made a mistake.
There will be no apologizing.
Because I said I made a mistake with Trey Wayne, so you guys need to man up and.
We need a man up to give you an apology for saying the picks. No. You will not be getting an apology out of me.
You will absolutely not get an apology.
I don't apologize for things like that betting. Well, it's not really betting because we're not betting really.
That's where you just look at the situation.
Yeah. We thought you were crazy for doing that. You showed us
it
wrong.
ended up working for you. We're going to say that you were
Actually,
wrong.
it really didn't because you passed him. So it really didn't work out
for him, yeah.
But now that I got it up and we can, stop listening to him wanting an apology out of us.
Oh, then we'll just get into the cheating accusations.
No, yeah, that.
Yeah.
So coming in this week, 3 teams dropped out. 22 Oregon, they got beat, I believe, if I remember right. Nebraska, yeah, that's right. And then Notre Dame, of course, lost. They're out. Their season's over with pretty much. And then, of course, Iowa falls from 13 to maybe below Minnesota.
Maybe. Just maybe.
That's pretty pathetic. You lose to a team that's got a quarterback that doesn't have... I mean, that team is... Whew, they don't play well outside their little dome. Let's put it that way. Nah, they did. I was a little happy, too.
It was the biggest upset since Appalachian State.
Yeah.
The big house.
Nah, that's still the biggest ever.
The biggest since.
On the top of my head, yes.
Yes.
Obviously, Appalachian
But-
State, that upset was the biggest.
Yeah, always will be. Until something miracle happens. Maybe Minnesota upsetting the number 1 team. Maybe that would be the miracle. But going here, starting number 25 is Oklahoma, which their season, at 1 and 2, they pretty much have no chance at the playoffs anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
Utah, they're 24 at 3-0. They climb into the top 25. Ole Miss drops all the way down to number 23. They drop 4 spots at 1 and 2 after their, I would say, a disappointing loss.
Yeah.
To Alabama.
You were, what was it, up 21 points at one point?
Big and just kind of everything fell flat.
Yeah,
Chad Kelly fell flat there.
I can maybe blame that one on myself because I was sitting watching the game and then
you're blaming something on yourself for once. Are we hearing that? Luckily, it is recorded. I have that.
Ole Miss is up big, and
what'd you say? Game's over?
No, my buddy TJ texted me and he's like, "Hey, you want to go sit out in the tree stand and see what we can do for deer?" And I said, "Sure." And
so you left, and that means Ole Miss loses.
So you jinxed them.
You jinxed them.
I jinxed them.
Yeah. I did that this weekend at the doing the SMSU football game. I did one jinx. I did the old jinx saying they haven't broken a big yard yet, and pop, they brought a big run. Whew, that wasn't good. But coming in also into the top 25 is San Diego State at 3-0. Texas falls 10 spots all the way down to 21, and pretty much, in the debate, eliminates the Big 12 from having anybody in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they don't have. They're just that's
almost a given.
Texas should have never lost, and I couldn't believe when I went to bed and then I ended up waking up to that score. TCU's lost. They're out. They're not even in the top 25.
Who did Texas play again?
Who did? Was that Cal? Yeah, it was Texas Cal.
I think it was Cal. Yeah.
And high scoring. And that just hurts. Nebraska after their big win over Good old Oregon. They moved to number 20, jump all the way to 20 from nowhere. Of course, coming in at 19 is my Florida Gators, up moving up 4 spots. We're moving our way slowly but surely.
Moving on up.
Slowly but surely. Yeah, Matt. Georgia's right now not in the highest percentage win on the schedule right now. The only problem is we do have a backup quarterback for the next couple of weeks, so because of North Texas. Yes, I'm talking to you, North Texas. I'm very upset with you with the low blow. Not happy. Yeah, Matt. Choke. Not the Gophers, I'm sorry. Coming in at number 18, LSU at 2-1 moves up 2 spots. Arkansas moves up 7 spots to number 17. They are 3-0. Baylor moves up 5 spots. They're number 16. Miami moves up 10 spots. I don't know how Miami got to number 15 playing nobody. They played nobody 3 weeks. They beat them big. They played, I think they played some really bad FCS team, if I remember right, week 2. It was like a joke. Even though they said
it was almost a D2 type
Yeah,
team.
It was like a D2 type team. Tennessee, they're at number 14. They move up a spot. They'll move down after this week. They'll continue to cry after they lose 12 straight. Florida State, after their big loss, and when we mean big, we mean big, they moved down 11 spots to 13. I think they should have moved farther, in my opinion.
Especially getting blown out the way they did.
Georgia,
That's just free shoes for Zach.
Yeah, for sure. Georgia moves up 4 spots. They are 3-0. Wisconsin moves down 2. Still undefeated, moves down 2 because of their disappointing win.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. Give them the credit. They didn't have Coleman.
Yes.
Coleman did not play, but they did have a freshman at quarterback, and I believe he's starting this week too against Michigan State. So
that's a big game.
Yeah,
big statement.
Oh yeah, it was not pretty. I couldn't believe seeing that score.
Big statement game too for Wisconsin if they're gonna show that they're a powerhouse. You know, in this Big Ten, it's gonna be a battle. And
out time, there's someone on the east side of the division that's powerful.
Maybe.
Or no, west side. Sorry, west side of the division. I keep thinking Florida because they're on the east. No, because we all know Minnesota's not going to win it.
No,
they got to show something.
They have a chance.
Everybody has a chance. Let's see. Everybody's got a chance because most everybody's 0-0.
That was everybody's favorite.
Texas A&M moved up 7 spots to number 10. Washington moved down. They are number 9. Michigan State moved up 4. Now they're in the top 10. Stanford, Houston, Clemson, Michigan, and Louisville all stay not Louisville, Michigan. So 7 through 4 is all the same. Louisville moves up 7 spots to number 3.
I do have a question.
State moves up to number 2, and then Alabama, of course, rounds out number 1 still because they're just a freak of nature.
Roll Tide.
I have a fan question.
Roll Tide.
Fan question.
Oh, my mom! I'm already getting yelled at again by my mother tonight for calling out Minnesota. It's 2 weeks in a row. I've been
fan question.
You got a fan question
from Tina? What about Western Michigan beating 2 Big Ten teams?
Which teams did they beat?
Which teams?
I don't remember.
They beat. Oh my goodness, that's gonna bug me.
I guess I gotta look it up. Good Lord. While you look that up, we're going to quickly take our break. It's top of the hour here, so we'll be back here in about... He can't find anything, so you'll sooner or hopefully find it. Hopefully finds it in the next 20 seconds. You've been listening to Sports Life here on Mustang Radio.
I got that for you.
Now you finally found. Welcome back here to Sports
go.
Life here for the last hour of the show. I got to get untangled now.
They
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Everything's going off now. I unplugged that.
They
They
beat Northwestern.
Well, Northwestern's a bottom feeder in the Big Ten.
And then they beat Illinois.
Illinois is a bottom feeder, so Western Michigan beating 2 bottom feeders in the Big Ten means absolutely nothing.
It's still the Big Ten, though.
Yeah, but you gotta wait. Yeah, but they're the bottom feeders. They can't win. They're not good. I think who is it? Northwestern is only made for their punter, or that's about the only thing they're called for is their punter. I believe so. I can't remember.
Illinois got Lovie Smith, brah.
Yeah, but you need more than just a coach to turn around a program.
No, yeah, you got to start.
You
got to start.
That could be where you start.
You got to, it's going to take a couple of years. I'd say in the next 10 years.
Slowly. I'll say slowly.
if he's still there after 10 years.
Let's just not.
What do you
go
want?
into
What do you
that.
want to know? I've told you enough.
How good is their offense?
Treon, he hasn't even. I don't think he's picked a school yet. I know Minnesota was high on the radar,
Oh gosh.
but I don't think he's picked a school yet. Might as well not. I don't know, unless he's going to be a wide receiver. Well, he couldn't even make it there.
That's
That
your boy.
offense is pretty good right now, moving the ball. We've got a four-headed monster in the backfield. Got a backup quarterback now, but we had a starter. That's pretty good. Backup's good. Then the 3 down the line is pretty good. McElwain, yeah. Passionate. You talk about a passionate coach right there. He is one passionate coach. That's one reason why I like him.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Huh? You bring it up, good old Willie. About all he could do is produce defense. Isn't that what he's doing in South Carolina?
Hey, Peanut Gallery, be quiet. I
Yeah,
wanna move
peanut
on.
gallery.
I was just saying to him. I wasn't saying.
I can hear you still, but it's time to pick some games here.
Good. Let me come back here, boys.
Seeing as Tyler is the low man on the
Okay,
totem pole
okay,
right
we
now.
do have a peanut gallery here, so we want to get some little well, we're gonna actually have some odds. Over or under, we'll go 65%. Over or under that, Tyler will pick the same picks as Nick. Over or under 65%.
Over.
They're both taking over.
All right. Whatever.
Follow along, buddy.
Well, he did that end of the last week. That'll be interesting, though, if you end up... well, if you pick the same thing, you'll never tie him. You gotta make some bold... Oh, there is that.
So there's only 16 games?
16 games only this week. We got 16-1 this week. A lot of teams taking on each other out of the top 25. First game we'll go is Thursday night. Clemson on the road, taking on Georgia Tech. Clemson 9.5-point favorites.
Or do you want me to go first so you can follow me?
We'll go Clemson.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get an upset right away. I thought we were gonna hear Georgia Tech right out of the gate.
We'll go Clemson 6.
Clemson with a 6. Now I got a comfortable lead, so I can kind of take some gambles. Well, we don't do the Gophers anymore. I've given up on that because then all I hear is from him when I don't take him, and then they somehow end up winning.
Baby.
What, you want to do the Gopher game?
We might as well.
That'll be a bonus. We'll give a bonus 2 points if you get that game right. What do you got, Nick?
I'll go Clemson at 8.
Clemson with an 8. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that offense still. Defense is a little shaky.
Clemson at an 8?
Yes?
Are you kidding me?
No?
Wow.
Over a
Is it double digit?
For you, I figured it would because you're so high on the totem pole now.
He's still behind me. I'll take Clemson with
Still,
the 5.
who's ahead right now?
That's why I said because you're high on the totem pole right now.
Yeah, because I actually take risk.
Nah.
Excuse me?
All right, next game we got number 24.
Plausible risks.
Number 24, Utah at home taking on USC. Utah 3-point favorites. That is Friday night.
The Utes, really, Metzler.
Hey, we can't have any backstage, betting here. That's not how we do it around here.
USC 4.
USC with the 4.
Utah is the favorites?
Yep. Now at this point, I take Utah. He's going USC. If I were you, I'm going Utah. I'll take Utah at about a. I'll go forward with Utah.
I'll go with Utah at 5.
What's that? What'd you go? You're going to 5? Did you? Okay, I just want to double check. Don't want to write it in the wrong box. You say I cheat. I'm writing in pen. There's no cheating.
You ripped the page out and you rewrite.
Yeah, I ripped another one out. That was because I do my other picks that I pay for that I still don't do well. I don't really want to do that game. No, we're going to go this in time order.
Technically, no.
We're going to do time order
Yeah,
on
from
this.
now on, I'm going to go first, because then you can follow me.
All right, we're going to do time order on here, so I'll just have to scroll back up. This one's my 16. Alabama at home taking on Kent State. Alabama's 43.5-point favorites.
Alabama 16.
That's what I get. Kent State, not Kentucky State.
Take a risk. I dare
Is he
you.
actually thinking about taking Kent State?
dare you.
Whoa. No way. No way.
absolutely
he's
dare
licking his
you.
lips. It means an upset's going to be picked here.
Go for it.
Alabama 15.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, only a 15. Interesting. Let's see, what are we at? 11 o'clock games. Number 12, Georgia at home taking on number 23, Ole Miss. Ole Miss 7-point favorites. Because Georgia's not that good as people say they are.
I'll go Ole Miss.
They're not even favorites against Florida.
I'll go Ole Miss at a 9.
Ole Miss at a 9.
I think this will be a rebound for him.
Who's Ole Miss playing again?
Georgia.
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 The good old
We'll go Georgia 10.
Georgia with a 10, folks. As Nick's over here celebrating a bigger lead right now, or in his mind. If we go by paper right now, he'd be dancing with the big lead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I pick Georgia is the question.
Could you?
Can I ever pick Georgia?
Go for
I don't
it.
think
Go
I
with the
can.
one. Go with the one.
I don't think I can pick Georgia because I just don't like Georgia. We're
Go
going
with the
Ole
one.
Miss.
Hey, no,
2.
Zach, before you write it down, wait, let me say something to you.
Uh-oh.
Georgia, remember Nick Chubb?
Yeah, Nick Chubb
He-
hasn't done much.
It doesn't matter. He's about ready to go off.
It doesn't matter what you say.
He's about ready to go off.
So he's
Georgia's
gonna-
about ready
You
to
see what
erupt.
you know who the quarterback is?
Georgia's about ready.
Jacob Eason, a freshman.
Georgia's
True
about
freshman.
Georgia's about ready to go off like they're supposed to.
And
being
yet you
ranked
pick
that
Ole
high.
Miss.
Actually, the funny thing is Georgia's not even supposed to win the SEC East.
No,
That's the funny
Be
part.
careful with your pick right there, Zach. I'm trying to help you stay out of
Who'd
the
you
doghouse.
pick, Tyler?
I'm trying to help you stay out of the
You
doghouse.
tell me to stay out of it. I'm in first place by 20
Who'd
points.
you pick, Tyler?
Actually, I don't even know how many.
Do you pick Georgia?
I picked Georgia.
I'm up by 28 points on you. You think I'm worried about picking Ole Miss low?
Yes,
a
Matt. He
break.
was talking about Nick Chubb
I'm going-
being a beast.
No.
Oh, not a Viking. Not a Viking. Well, let's keep that word out of our
Yeah,
vocabulary.
no
right
more
now.
V word for the rest. Well, we will have one more V word possibly because we got picked. So, all
No.
right. So I'll take Ole Miss. All right, and then we got number 13, Florida State on the road taking on South Florida. Florida State 6-point favorites, but a trap game, as a lot of people have been saying, as bad as Florida State played last week.
I'll go free shoes at 1. That's how much confidence I have right now in them.
Who did you went Florida State?
Yes, with a 1.
Look at this clock in his head just going South Florida, whoop, back to 50, South Florida, whoop, up this way, whoop.
The indecision.
Yeah, the indecision in his eyes, and I
I mean, you
just
can always follow me like normal.
South Florida 3.
There we go.
They said this is a trap game.
You look a little nervous about that pick, Tyler. You look like you're regretting it.
It doesn't matter at this point because when you're up 40 points and I'm up 20 on you, and he's complaining about something and saying
He's
cheating.
just gonna say cheating.
I just got a fan text for me.
Oh, good lord! What do we got fan texting
you.
from? For you or for us? Whose show is this? Yours or ours?
Grade A player. Let's
From Wabi.
Wobby actually messaged you?
Let me see.
He says Nick Chubb will be a Minnesota Viking.
Wobby actually messaged
Let
you
me
and said,
see
"Nick,
this."
I gotta see the official.
Put it on the
He's
screen.
lying.
Put it on the
See?
glass and let me see it.
It was Matt. It was Matt.
Okay.
I knew it was Matt.
Shush.
I'll take Florida State with a 7.
I tried.
That wasn't gonna do anything. I'm like Wobby wouldn't say that. Hey, here's a one. Wobby. Number 11.
I had to make it like
They're
realistic.
speaking to us, not them. They're just in the background right now, and they can't even hear you anyways. Wow, that's true. Number 11, Wisconsin on the road, taking on number 8, Michigan State. Michigan State, 5.5-point favorites.
Wisconsin. 2.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin with the 2. Actually, give me a 3 on that one. It's a safe pick. It's 3 points, Zach. Calm.
I know.
Michigan State 7.
I was gonna say I was gonna wait for him
Oofda.
to
Whoa.
pick, but you just gotta let you know Wisconsin's starting a true freshman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I'm going low.
I'll go Michigan State with a 9. But I got all this. I got all the. I got the world to make those mistakes at this
Yeah,
point.
you have everything.
I have everything going my way.
Unless you just want to
See, what
kind
are we
of
at? 2:30.
if you want to take gambles all the way through,
Oh,
I mean,
I'm not
that'd be
gonna
cool
do that.
too.
All right, well, 2:30. Oh, so there's 2:30, so I got to scroll back up. Penn State on the road, taking on number 4 Michigan in the Big House.
No.
Michigan, 18.5-point favorites. I'll
Michigan
take
by
Michigan
10.
with the 14.
Michigan with 10.
What's Michigan with 11?
Yeah, you guys aren't as bold as me. Now I gotta scroll back up for the 2:30 game.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta make some safe picks here.
Well, I understand you, Nick. I'm fine.
I
with
gotta
me.
stay ahead of this guy.
All right. Okay. I just didn't know what the heck you were doing. Oh, that's just funny. All right, then we got good old College Game Day on the road. That's where College Game Day is this week, too. Number 19, Florida on the road, taking on number 14, Tennessee. Tennessee's now only a 6.5-point favorite. They've gone down like 5 points in the last 24 hours.
Florida with a 6.
Now, he knows how to do it.
Tennessee 16.
You're going Tennessee with the 16.
16.
Oh, my gosh. He's going Tennessee with the 16.
Tennessee 16.
Thank you for the points,
Zach.
Thank
Coming
you
for it.
Thank you for the points.
It is in and locked. You
Coming
cannot
for it,
change
Zach.
it.
I'm not
You cannot
changing
change
it. I'm coming for it.
He is going against the number one defense in college football that has not given up more than 150 yards. No, Alabama's not number one.
Alabama's doing it.
Actually, Virginia Tech's number 2. Shockingly. They played Kentucky. But look who Alabama played. And they haven't played much besides Ole Miss.
And you talk about
Josh.
You talk about me being a homer.
I have every right to be a homer here. Every right to be a homer. Because I'm taking Florida with a nice little... I think that 6 number looks good. I like that 6. Florida with the 6.
That could be 6 points for me.
It wouldn't be 6 points for you.
We don't lose points by getting these wrong.
If we lose,
just don't get
it just
6
gets a 0.
points.
Yeah, I get points though.
Yeah, you get 16,
but if
you're
Florida
not going to get
wins,
16.
then when they do win, you lose 16.
Oh, please.
Thanks, Mats. You're getting nothing from me
What
anymore.
did Matt say?
He's actually saying that he was on your
actually
side
on
on this
your
one.
side.
Thank God.
For once.
And trust me, it doesn't make me happy.
It comes with a heavy heart.
I'm not thrilled about being on your side.
That's fine. I'm used to it.
Sticking with the SEC, number 18 LSU on the road taking on Auburn. LSU's 3.5-point favorites.
Woofed.
War Eagle.
Mm.
Cam Newton's not there anymore.
Auburn 12.
You're really giving us points.
Nick, you may be up 30 or 40
my
points
gosh.
on him.
12 to Auburn?
You guys said this to me about Florida State, and remember, it came back and slapped you guys in the face.
Yes,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
say
that one's understandable. But
All right, what do we get grades for that
gosh.
panel over here? He took Auburn with a 12.
I would have taken Auburn with a 5.
I would
Matt,
go Auburn
what
with
do
a
you go?
2.
He took a 12 with Auburn. Auburn's playing LSU on the road.
Wait, I thought Auburn was at home.
Yeah, Auburn's at home. Yeah, sorry.
That's why I would take.
A 12. What do you give a grade of that? A 12. Going with a 12.
That's
Not very good. Okay.
that's oofda. I'll say LSU with a 4.
I'm running out of little picks here. I gotta go LSU with an 8. No, you can't trust LSU, but you can't trust Auburn
Hey,
either.
I'm going safe. I'm going with
All right, we'll chalk this in for a 14 for Tyler. Houston on the road taking on Texas State. Houston's up for 34 points right now. Can I chalk it in for a 14?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Wow.
Well, that's what I figured. I'll take him with a 12.
Same. Houston with the 12.
Let's see here. Number 16, Baylor at home taking on Oklahoma State. Baylor 9.5-point favorites. Oh, there is one team that's still up there in the Big 12, so it's not really knocked them out. Baylor's Baylor. Yeah.
Baylor's Baylor.
Baylor's Baylor. They'll figure a way to screw it up.
What's my lowest?
A 1. Oklahoma State's on the road.
I'll put Oklahoma State at a 7. I'll get that as an upset.
Is 1 out of versus
I've taken
versus
pretty,
Tyler.
I've taken pretty
Tyler
safe.
15.
I've taken it pretty safe.
I was gonna do Oklahoma State until he said it because I wanted that to be.
Now I may be running around Tyler's dorm room. If
You've
Florida wins.
already made an
I might-
absurd statement with these picks
Yeah, I
already.
know.
So
Baylor won.
Baylor 1.
Tennessee.
That's a
Wait,
high.
who is it?
I'll
Did he give 16?
Yeah, he gave 16 to Tennessee. He gave the top pick to Tennessee.
Never mind. I am mistaken.
What do we got left? I got to scroll quickly.
I got a lot of high numbers left.
I got a lot of high ones, but I think I'm fine. I'm going to go Baylor with a 3. I know. I got to be safe once in a blue moon. Who texts all? Now I got my fantasy group texting me. Fumbles are no longer negative 2 points. I don't know. I won the week and I'm 2-0, so I don't care. Defending champions 2-0. That's all that matters. Hey, I get to rub it as long as possible, man. I'm taking this in personally.
Just wait, you'll get dethroned.
Shh. I probably will. I gave myself a 0% chance of
Unless he
winning.
cheats again.
I never cheated in the first place.
Collusion.
No, I didn't. You're my lawyer. You shouldn't be saying a word.
Anyway.
All right. Nebraska on the road taking on Northwestern. Nebraska 7.5.
Nebraska 11.
What do I have left?
You don't have much left. You got a 13, 9, 8, 5.
Nebraska with 9.
I'll take Nebraska with a 10. I have all high ones left, so I'm kind of giving that. Stanford on the road, at home. Stanford on the road taking on UCLA. Stanford is a 3-point favorite.
Stanford at 15.
What are you trying to get him to pick UCLA?
Go for it.
Oh, Stanford. UCLA. So you got UCLA and you got Stanford over there. Metz is on your side, so you might want to stick with him.
UCLA?
How high?
What do you want? 2, 5, 8, or 13?
Do it.
No.
You know you want to go double.
He wants to go that 13, I think.
We'll go 13.
I hope McCaffrey has about 280 yards.
I like McCaffrey, but he's not been doing the greatest this year.
Holy moly. Just think this. He could possibly
teams
lose
are
a
actually planning
15
for
and
him
a
now.
13. Holy moly's. I'm going to go
And a 16.
Stanford. Stanford with an 11. Did you pick, Nick? Oh, yeah, you did. I got you.
You got
Never mind. I
15.
just couldn't see. Louisville, number 3, Louisville, and Heisman favorite right now on the road taking on Marshall. Louisville's 26.5-point favorites. I'll take
Louisville
Louisville
for
with a 15.
14.
Louisville 8. I think that's my highest, right?
Yes. Well, at least he'll gain 8 points, but when you're out of that 16. Oh, hey, Joss.
So here's what I want to know. Yes. Minnesota, Minneapolis, whatever, puts up
Well,
$1.1 billion.
as he's talking, we'll kind of continue.
Well, I want to hear what he said.
Well, we're kind of... Okay.
They can't even afford a friggin' wheelchair when Peterson hurts his
He refuses to go on a cart.
Did you notice?
He refuses to go.
Did you see that? Did you notice they couldn't get the cart turned around in those bars?
No, it doesn't matter about that. He refuses to go off on a cart. Let Joss have said that. He refuses to go on a cart.
He refused to go on the cart.
He does not want to be carted off. He refuses to be carted off.
He said he refused to be carted off.
And take a wheelchair.
That's what.
He
I don't know.
does not want to be. He did not want to be taken off U.S. Bank the first game on a cart.
really bad for him. You guys aren't watching the game?
I don't care about that football game.
Which one?
And the somebodies? Who is it?
You mean the Bears and the Eagles? Two terrible teams. I don't want to watch them. But next game here, we got number 17 Arkansas on the road taking on number 10 Texas A&M. A&M is 5.5-point favorites. All
Texas
you have
A&M
is a 5 and a 2. Let's just give you that one.
Texas A&M with the 2.
Oh, that's right. You had that.
I will go with you on that one, Nick. Texas A&M with the 2. Copy.
Yeah, sorry, it's 7-3
And, of course, last game we got, and that doesn't have a thing, so it must be a blowout game. Actually, it won't be. Washington on the road taking on Arizona. And, well, do you want Washington or Arizona?
What's the line?
There is no line.
Really?
There is no. I'm just saying. I'm reading what ESPN has. There's no line.
We'll go Washington.
Who and who?
Washington and Arizona.
Who's the favorite?
There is no line, unfortunately. Since this game's not going to be played till 9:30 on a Saturday night.
Well, it's only when I got 13 to
yeah.
Washington.
Oh, you just got to tell me who you want. That's exactly what I'm going. That's all I have left, too.
I just don't think I can take that dagger out of my heart.
Which one?
with the Mets.
Oh, come on. You got the break for the behind the bag through the hole. Come on.
And you got Tebow. And you got
do
Tebow.
have Tebow.
And you do have
You
Tebow.
do have Tebow.
He comes back to New York.
He is the highest selling. He's the third
not
highest
only
selling
was he a
jersey.
Jet for you, Joss, he's now a Met for you.
First a Jet, now a Met.
Anyway.
And they're not even authentic because they're not going through MLB. It's just the Mets selling them by hand. Good man. Voting poll, Trump 16. Leave. I did. Yeah, I actually have plenty of economic family members, too. Trust me, I hear it all the time, but I like Trump. So that's one of them. But we're not going to get into politics on this show. That is the one thing I will not get into.
Thank you. We could talk forever on that.
But since we have 7 minutes here, so we're going to get some baseball in here quick. Because, well, we got a little bit of time before we got to go back or go to break and then hit some NFL football more. So we got already one congratulations. We'll get some claps off, maybe. There we go. Get some claps to your NL Central champion Chicago Cubs. They are the first playoff team in there. And
your World Series champs.
No, he's calling already.
He's calling. All right.
Calling it already. World Series champs. I'll take it. I want the Cubs to win. I just don't think the city of Chicago will be there the next day.
Yeah.
Well, they've been eliminated for like 2 months now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Going quick. Going to go
That'd
over.
be more absurd than Tyler could actually put out.
Now, the one thing we could take away is remember the first show. He said, Detroit was going to come back. Well, right now Cleveland has a 7-game lead. 2 weeks to go. I think Cleveland's pretty much got a safe bet there.
They got pretty
Even though
solid,
they
yeah.
did lose a pitcher, they're in a safe bet. I think Cleveland wins that
Who'd
division.
they lose?
Carrasco got hit.
Oh, yes.
So Boston with the win tonight against Baltimore, they have now gained.
Boston Bombers.
They are now up 4 games in the division, so they're making a big move. Their magic number's 9. Cleveland's a 7. Seattle's 8.5 games. They are now in second, behind Texas.
They're making moves.
Their 5 game. The magic number for Texas is 5. Washington has a 7.5 game lead on the Mets, who their magic number is 6, but the Mets have the easier schedule, so they look like they'll get in than San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Cubs, they're 16 games up and won that.
Kind of hard to argue against them.
And then how about the story of the second semester, or not second half. Second half. Woo, too much into the school.
Back to school.
The Dodgers have a 5-game lead now on the Giants, who once had, I believe, a 7 or 8 game lead before the All-Star break.
It's okay. Their DL will come back and play for them in the playoffs.
Looking at wild card right now, Baltimore has a half-game lead over Toronto for the first spot. Toronto has a 2-game lead on both Detroit and Seattle. New York's 4 games out. Houston's 3 games out. So, Coach Blanchard, you're wrong. Your Yankees are not going to make the playoffs. I will quote him on that one again. He said a comeback, but no. Twins, if you want to know what the Twins are behind in the wild card.
Please no.
26.5 games. And they're a measly almost 10 games behind Tampa Bay, who's second to last.
Hey, that means we get the best player in the draft, maybe.
There is no such thing. Number one, you don't want the number 1 pick in baseball, really. Unless there's like a Mike Trout or a Chris Bryant or someone like that, then you
have to be like grade A talent.
Going to the National League, the Mets have a 1-game lead over San Francisco for the first spot. They got the easier schedule, so the Mets should be able to take care of the first spot. San Francisco is only a game up on St. Louis. 4.5 on Miami, who now has Fernandez has been pitching well. Stanton's back in the lineup, which everybody thought he was out for the year. So maybe they can make a move.
Big question mark.
Maybe
it's a big
They're
question.
4.5. Pittsburgh's 5, and after that, well, if Story didn't go down, Colorado may be still in it, but they're 7 games out. And I believe the Twins actually have the worst record by 4 games right now. So, and the Twins are playing, I think, right now too. So we can just do a quick score update. Oh, I thought they were playing, maybe, or no, they don't play till tomorrow. Never mind, my mistake. They're playing Detroit at home. The best pitcher that the Twins have right now is on the mound, Hector Santiago. So,
or is it Berrios? I'm not sure.
Berrios has he even gotten out of the 3rd inning yet in the last 5 starts?
I don't think
it's
so.
Okay, Tyler. I had to throw that shot at you.
I know you did.
Just that one.
I don't know.
It's okay. I love Berrios too. It's just he.
Kind of listening to what both Matts were talking about during that. I just don't know what they're going to do this offseason. Number one, are they going to get a GM? Or is there breaking news? What is it on Twitter?
No, it's on
Instagram. Okay.
Charlie Whitehurst is back in the league, everybody.
You say that's breaking news?
Yeah, it is breaking news. The Browns have another quarterback.
I wouldn't call him a quarterback.
Hasn't he played for them already, too?
An update? That must be fake. I think that's pretty funny, but it's not. But that's okay. But I mean, what can you do? They made the mistake. Who knows if they're going to get a GM, number one, or at least a halfway good one. Especially when a top
Someone
guy,
who's actually interested in the position.
Especially for a guy that decided to take a number 3 spot in Toronto instead of coming and being the number 1 guy here. The mistake of not trading Plouffe last year came to haunt him.
Yes.
2, where to put Sano.
Big question.
He can't play first. He can't play third. He can't play the outfield. Do you just DH him? But then where does Byung-Ho Park come through? That's the question. Question marks there.
But
Joe Mauer, I believe, going into his last year of contract, if I remember
God.
right. Next year, it'll be his last year contract. They'll re-sign him after the year.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Yes,
No,
they
they
will.
won't.
He will finish his career in Minnesota.
They will re-sign him.
Thank the Lord when they re-sign him, it's not going to be more than $20 million. Whew.
Shouldn't even be more than 10.
It shouldn't be, but that $100 million was based off playing in the Metrodome, which hurt him, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Starting pitching-wise, they're kind of out of luck because there's going to be no free agents
That's a
out
nice
there.
way to say it.
There's no free agents out there this year. It's probably the worst free agency this year.
Is that where you make trades?
With
Well,
who?
there is a one ace that's out there on the trade market, Jose Fernandez. But I guarantee you the Yankees, the Cubs, the Red Sox will give 10 times better deal than what the Twins would.
Or be able to.
No, be able to, yes. Now, there's bullpen, too. Bullpen, they need some help in the bullpen. I think the starting pitching's been okay. The bullpen's been brutal this year.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. I've never seen a team so bad in the bullpen.
I mean, I think.
And they need to find a closer that decides to play more than the first 3 weeks of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of things the Twins need to.
There's a lot of things we need to fix.
I don't know. Maybe another reason why the Twins aren't getting a GM is because they don't want Paul Molitor there. I think that's a key reason. I don't think a lot of GMs see him as a head or a manager.
I was reading something today too that the GMs want the possible GMs want Dozier to be on the block.
They want to trade Dozier. Yes. That to me could be really smart.
It could be smart, but do you really do that right now?
If it gives you a lot,
if it gives you a good starting pitcher, please.
Oh yeah. If you can get a lot back for Dozier,
who do you plug in at second though?
Or you got Polanco that can play second.
Eduardo.
You got
Is he going to put
Escobar?
Are they going to put up 40 home runs?
You don't need 40 home runs.
You don't
to
see
be a
40
team.
home runs out of a second baseman every year. You know when the last person to hit 44 at second base was? It's been a long time.
Very.
Robinson Cano.
That's what I was
going
to say.
$200 million hasn't even hit 40 home runs in a season.
Since.
No, he has not.
Oh.
I believe Brett Boone was the last one to hit 40.
Oh man.
He did play for the Twins in his old days, but you don't see second basemen hit 40 home runs. So when you see a guy hitting 40, 115 RBIs that has no batting average, you can get rid of him. Maybe. But if he wants to win, Pedroia's getting up there in age. The Red Sox would take him. Yankees could need a second baseman. The Cubs got good young infield. They don't need, but they'd take Dozier's 40 home runs any day. That'd be
Add
good.
that into the line.
Who knows?
Where would you plug him into?
There's a lot to look at in the baseball. That's just a recap of baseball. We're going to take a break here on Sports Live. Come back. We're going to get into talking Week 3 of the NFL season. So we'll be back here after a break here on Mustang Radio. And I believe the weather's supposed to be pretty nice next. Maybe now. They got a little bit of rain talk in there. Next week, of course, is the Ryder Cup. A little bit of rain next weekend. Friday, it looks like 30% chance, but 65-65. Morning, 49. Who would have thought in October you'd be able to wear short-sleeve shirts in the morning playing in the Ryder Cup? Not Minnesota. But the Ryder Cup is next week. Homecoming's here next week, too. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go to the Ryder Cup. Sad, sad face, but that's okay. And I'd be paying, I believe, online right now. I could get two for $169 each, plus your little fees that you got to pay in the shipping, $460 or so for one day. I'd like to go one day. Fortunately, my mom has some plans. Otherwise, we would have went. But she's got plans on Sunday, and Sunday was the best day because we can't go Saturday because I got to call a football game. And well, I got to call. I got responsibilities. I take that. No. We are not getting into that. You know what my take's on that. You paying for my ticket? Well then, shh. I'm not going unless you're paying for my ticket. What are you doing in there? You're like, can you not put your phone? I have not looked on Twitter or Facebook these whole 2 hours. Oh, crap. I forgot you guys.
I was muted, so I had nothing to do.
No, actually, Nick, good Lord, that was loud. Nick was muted, too. Holy.
I can't hear anymore.
You're a little loud there.
Oh.
By the way, it's 16-7 Eagles end of the third quarter. Wentz is 18 of 30 for 182 yards. Langford's the leading rusher with 29 yards and a touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey has 3 receptions, 73 yards. And another boring game. Why do they do that? They give us boring Monday night games. Just keep it to Thursday night.
No, did you see what next Sunday night is?
Oh, it's even worse.
What's next Sunday night?
Cowboys and Chicago, isn't it?
Oh, yuck.
Oh, yay.
Yuck. Yeah, I believe WWE's on that night, so I just watch WWE.
There you go.
It's good for me. All right, looking in here, we'll do a little preview first before we do picks. Preview Vikings-Panthers. Right now, the opening line is 7 for Carolina. What's the key?
Let's keep that
What's the
conversation
keys
close.
for the Vikings to win, or the keys for the Vikings to try and win in Carolina?
Contain Kaepernick.
Oh, my God.
Whoa!
Wow.
That's as bad as saying Mark
Wow.
Sanchez is going to win the
Wow.
NFC.
Contain
Wow.
Cam Newton.
Kaepernick's a new quarterback. Breaking news. Colin Kaepernick's a new quarterback for Carolina.
Just traded for Cam Newton.
Just traded.
Contain Cam Newton.
Where did you get Colin Kaepernick?
I was reading a story on Kaepernick before I got unmuted, so.
To confuse those two is
Oh, my.
nearly
That's
horrendous.
terrible.
But
That's terrible.
Vikings do have Carolina's number the last couple of years.
They did last year.
Yeah, they did.
You want to shut that door? I don't want to hear the echo from him.
Thank you.
I can already hear him once. I don't need to hear him twice.
Because I'm pretty sure the Vikings won because Adam Thielen had.
Oh, here, give me 2 seconds to look this up.
I'm
'cause I
pretty
can
sure
look
Adam
up.
Thielen had 2 block punts that game.
They did beat Carolina 2 years ago.
They didn't play last year, did they?
He said the last 2 years. 2 years ago at TCU.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago that it was their last.
I said the last few years we've had their
Yeah.
number.
Let's see here. We're going to go quick. So here we go.
Cam was Cam last.
Last time they played was Week 13 of 2014. Minnesota won 31-13. Week 6, 2013, Carolina won 35-10, and then Week 8 in 2011, Vikings won 24-21.
So
that's your only just to contain Cam Newton.
And continue solid play by Sam Bradford and solid play by the defense. Success for 3-0, and you'll see my pick later.
I hope it's another 16. So he loses both 16s.
we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Nick, what do you think the keys are?
Just like Tyler, it's blatantly obvious. It's
And you
Cam
have to
Newton.
see how San Francisco did it, too. San Francisco actually did a pretty good job.
They did good.
If they just had a quarterback and maybe a head coach and a defense, yeah, they'd be fine. I mean, Greg Olsen was open by like 40 yards on the one.
As long as our defense,
Yeah, I know.
as long as our defense stands tall against them. Granted, we need better play from the secondary, but because honestly, we can't lean on our offense.
Well, you
right
look
now.
at it, you're hoping Rhodes is back. Hoping. Because I don't see Newman or Waynes being able to go one-on-one on Kelvin Benjamin.
Absolutely not.
I
Neither
don't
of
see
them.
that.
The
Denver Denver cornerbacks, which are probably the best secondary there, they couldn't even stop
They
him.
couldn't contain him at all.
The key thing is you could try to do something with him and Olsen. Now you got to remember,
we're dead.
I always want to say D'Angelo Williams, but it's not D'Angelo. Jonathan Stewart is out.
Yeah, that helps.
He's out for
but,
2, so you're gonna have
but
Fuzzy
there's a lot.
Whitaker,
And
which I'm
he-
gonna pick.
Which
Nothing.
he's not anything to overlook either. He'll come out and he'll put up.
Whitaker.
He'll easily come out and put up 100 yards. He's not anything to overlook.
To me, I think it's try to get some kind of. Oh, now you need it turned up.
Just
now
a little bit now. He made me deaf, so I need to hear it with louder.
now you know what
volume
he feels like.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What, now you caught my word now?
No, now you
he's
know what
got
I
the-
feel like.
You yelled in my ear.
No,
I don't yell in yours.
not
He's
being
talking
able to
deaf.
hear.
He's talking deafness.
It's okay. It comes with old age, man. It comes with old age.
Don't
I'm
say
still.
that.
I'm starting a bright old 20 here, man.
Wait, what do you turn 25 this year, don't you? The big
Yeah.
2-5, halfway to 30.
Oh God, don't say that.
When you flunk quite a bit, takes a toll on you.
I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I just messed up by transferring.
He made his mistakes in his life.
Anyway,
It's not the first time.
but
No.
yeah,
Not the first time he liked picking Tennessee with the 16.
our,
All right.
as long as our
Back to
offense
Carolina.
does decent, I say that we can beat, but I will not say that we will beat Carolina.
Yeah. They're not saying will, but I mean, containing is the number one key right now.
Absolutely.
You contain him, you'll be okay. Just try to stop Benjamin and Olsen as much as possible. And the defense, especially Bradford, take advantage of the rookie cornerbacks.
Yes.
Their rookie corners are not good. Look at Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert was able to throw 40-yard passes on him. Just keep the ball out of the middle of the field, Diggs. That means just go straight. We do not want any Luke Kuechly or Thomas Davis. Please stay out of there.
Yeah.
You run into Kuechly, you think Clay Matthews is good. Kuechly's just a bit better.
Just a bit by a lot.
By a lot. Well, Clay Matthews is old. Or older, I should say.
Yeah.
Is he still in his 20s? I thought he was in his 30s.
29.
But isn't Kuechly like 23?
No.
If you could trade,
No.
trade Clay for Luke, what would you do?
Okay. He's 30, and then Kuechly must be, what, 25, 26?
He's got to be 27.
No,
Look it up, Ty.
we'd be here all night to have him lug it up. No, we wouldn't be here all 25. A little younger, 5 years younger, I'll take it. I like youth. Unfortunately, I had to tear up when I released Steve Smith last week. But I
Alright.
brought in Will Fuller, so that's,
That's a
big
good
plus.
trade.
Not a trade, I picked him up.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right. So I like the keys that we have. I think the game, if they do get close, is going to come down to one man and one man only.
Blair Walsh?
Blair Walsh.
Oh, boy.
Oofda.
And that's not some heavy confidence.
Hopefully it's raining out. Then he can at least say when I missed it left, it was a little wet, watery, a little wet.
He'll go
could
right this
slip.
time. He'll go right this time.
All right. I think we need to get the picks. It's 1:45.
Yeah, 13 minutes. You think it takes that long?
I got a bold pick. You guys
We're starting Thursday night football. Houston Texans on the road taking on who knows who's the quarterback, New England Patriots. I think it's gonna be Brissett,
Who are they playing?
which by the way was a
Houston.
former Gator
Houston
that
Patriots.
left because he was garbage.
You know what? I still got New England.
Houston's 2.5-point favorites.
New England 5.
How many points have we got up on the board?
16-1 again.
Oofda.
Next week that'll change because
I go with
buys
Texans
start.
at a 5.
Houston with the 5. I like Houston. I like J.J. Watt. Did you see what J.J. Watt did to Alex Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoever's at quarterback. And New England's front seven is bad.
Very.
Put it that way. So we're going to go Houston with about a 7. J.J. Watt's going to have about 7 sacks. And I think Vince
I'll go 10.
Will Fork will go get. You want to change now to a 10?
No. I'm saying that
Oh.
JJ will get 10 sacks.
10. Well, I won't go that far. I'll say about 5. Will Fork will have 2 with his. You're going to put on some overhauls. Will Fork in the overhauls. All right. Here it is. because, of course, they play at noon, and they're the first game because I have them on favorites. Vikings on the road taking on Panthers. Panthers 7-point favorites. I think we'll have Tyler go first here because I think this was his bold pick, I think. Maybe. I don't know. He just said he had a bold pick, so I'm guessing maybe this game.
Carolina 15.
Did hell just freeze over?
What? Okay.
He just took Carolina with a 15. Well, I'm not saying he didn't make a right choice.
With the possibility of not having Adrian.
He's not going to be there. Let's just put the point. Adrian's not going to be there.
Then Carolina. I'm sorry.
Carolina 16.
I'm going to go. I'm not going to go Carolina.
Actually,
no, I'm not going to go 16.
Carolina with a 10.
I'll go 12 in Carolina. Actually, I should go 13, but that's it. You go 10.
Getting tight over there, bud?
I can't. Whoops. I made the mistake. Oh, yeah, you said 16, didn't you?
He said 15.
Or said 15 or 16? Oh, no, 15. That's right. Tina just messaged. My computer actually went off. Oh, she's shocked to hear you say that. Arizona on the road taking on Buffalo. Arizona 4.5-point favorites.
Arizona with 11.
I got Arizona at a 15. Arizona just whooped on Tampa. Buffalo just got whooped on New York. I'm going to go that. Technically whooped. Not score-wise whooped, but they got beat.
Arizona 14.
I have faith in my Arizona Cardinals. Oh, I just say that because I got 3 fantasy guys on their team. 2 of them start. Defensive Palmer. Good pick. As long as I never take on, which I don't know. Does the guy I play next week have Larry? I can't remember. But next game, Oakland on the road taking on those pesky Tennessee Titans. Tennessee 1.5-point favorites.
Against who?
Oakland, Tennessee.
Oakland with the 16. I'll go bold on that.
He's going bold.
Oakland 10.
Bold. Just means 16 more points, man.
I'll say Oakland with an 11. Who's playing quarterback? Charlie White. No, he's not. He's their sign. He might play, but the Browns taking on the Dolphins on the road.
I'll go Dolphins with the 15.
Miami is a 10-point favorites. I'll take Miami with a 14.
Miami with 11.
Ooh, an even game. We actually got an even game now. Baltimore I should say lucky Baltimore on the road taking on Jacksonville. That's an even.
Jacksonville 16.
Now I'm hoping Baltimore wins. Now, what are you going to feel if you lose both 16s?
That's fine with me.
You could be possibly down by like 30 or 40 points to him and 60 to me.
Yeah.
You don't feel sorry at all?
No, I got confidence.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
Something's wrong, Nick, isn't there?
Jacksonville at a 6.
Is there something wrong with him?
I don't know.
I'll go with
I just can't believe my Minnesota pick.
I'm shocked. See, now he's questioning himself.
Breaking news.
What's breaking?
Calder's hurt.
Yes!
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 Finally.
Makes the path to the north even more easier.
More easy.
Whoa, more easy.
Grammar.
What did he get? Undisclosed him. He must just need his girlfriend or his wife or whatever it is.
He just needs that.
I know he does. I'll go Jacksonville with I'm going to go Baltimore with a 2.
Safe. Come on, Zach. Be bold.
Here's a nice.
Be
Here's
bold.
my. Should I give him this? What do we got left here? Let's see here. I know how much time I'm meaning. Game wise, big game wise. Ooh, there is. I think I gotta go, and I don't want to, but I might have to. No, I don't know. Next game we got Detroit on the road taking on the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay 7.5.
Green Bay with a 12. I hate to say it, but
I have a feeling, and I hate. I don't like admitting it, but I do admit it. Rodgers is a little peed off. I'm going to give Green Bay a 16, and they're going to kick the crap out of Detroit.
Be bold. Be bold.
I have a feeling Rodgers back at home. They don't lose. Well, I shouldn't say they don't lose.
They just
at home.
lost.
They occasionally lose at home, but they're playing Detroit, where Stafford can't play in Lambeau. And I have a feeling, as I said, Aaron Rodgers is a little peed off. So I have a feeling. So now that he went with Carolina, now is he going to go Detroit?
That's the question.
Is he going to go with 2 straight losses for Green Bay in the division?
Detroit 6.
He's going with Detroit.
Okay.
He's going with Detroit. Detroit with the well, now you no longer have Metzler on your side.
I still think Tennessee's going to beat Florida, though.
I have no respect from you, Metzler. Next game, we got Denver on the road taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati's 3.5-point favorites.
Denver with the 9.
Shocking. I like Denver with that. I'll take Denver. Or you got Denver with the 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Denver with a...
I'll say Aqib Talib actually shuts down A.J. Green for a little bit.
You listening to something?
There's people outside.
Well, if you didn't have the door open, I wouldn't hear it.
What's my second highest?
You have 13 and 12 left. I'm going Denver with a 10.
That's a little high for you, Ty. I don't know if you should pick that one.
You going to go an upset here and go Cincinnati?
Cincinnati 11.
You already used 11.
Or, 12, sorry.
Nick, you may be... He is bold tonight. Cincinnati. Tyler goes with the Cincinnati with a 12. Denver. Even though Cincinnati's at home. I don't know. Something's wrong over here. I don't know. He's got Jacksonville with a 16. I just don't know. Next game, we got Washington against the G-Man Giants. The Giants 4.5-point favorites.
G-Man with a 1.
What?
A 1.
A 1. I think Washington's going to come back 5. What are you going to go? Freaking Giants was a 13, too?
G-Men 8.
Oh. Let's hear Tampa Bay at home. Taking on the L.A. Rams. I think I've said St. Louis now the past about 4 weeks. Tampa Bay is 5-point favorites.
Tampa Bay with a 2.
TB with a 2. I go Tampa Bay with a 6. I think Gurley's going to have a good game, but I think Winston's going to throw to Evans for about 2 touchdowns and 150 yards.
I'm agreeing to that. Evans is my wide receiver, so yeah.
He's mine, too.
I definitely agree.
Mine, too, baby. Mike Evans all the way.
Tampa Bay 7.
I have a feeling something's wrong. And we need to get medical assistant, please, in there. Callahan, I think you need to get in there and resuscitate him.
Depression unit.
I think something's wrong. That's your next game. We got the Niners on the road taking on Seattle. Seattle 9.5. I'll take Seattle with a 13, even though they lost. They're going to bounce back.
Seattle with a 14.
What's my second highest?
What? Oh, I heard that, too, through my headphones. Your second highest is a 9.
I'll take Seattle 9.
It doesn't matter. I don't really care.
What happened?
Nothing. Well, he couldn't hear it anyway, so if he can't hear it, most of our audience can't
Dropped
hear it.
F-bomb, man.
The Jets on the road taking on the Chiefs. KC 3-point favorites.
KC with the 3 then.
KC with a 4?
Wait a second, actually.
You locked it in.
You locked it in.
It's locked in. I'll take the...
I didn't think about Decker.
I got Decker.
I know.
I love Decker. I'll take the Jets with a 3.
But he's got Eric
Like
Berry
Josh would say, G-A-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. I think I said J. I think the G. I think I said G-E-T. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. No, I said G. Actually, I went G-A. It kind of was a G-A. G-A.
Moving on.
Yeah. Did you pick? Oh, yeah, you picked, didn't you? That's right.
Yes, I wanted to switch, but no, I can't.
Chargers on the road taking on the Colts. Indianapolis is 3-point favorites.
Colts with the foul.
Colts with my second highest.
That's a 3.
Okay.
I'll take I'll take the Colts with a... Ooh, I got 2 high ones yet. But I got plenty of picks, so I'm okay. I'll take them with a 4. 4. Vinatieri's going to have a nice game for me. Steelers on the road, taking on the Eagles. Steelers 5.5-point favorites.
Steelers with a 13.
What did you say?
He said Steelers with a 13.
Eagles with a 13.
Told you he'd take the same pick.
No.
Philly,
bro.
Philly with the 13. You got some. You are really trying to. I tell you right now, if they go on his side, he's gonna have a big lead on you. If they go on your side, you're gonna have a big lead. So he's really taking a gamble here. Oofda.
Gambling, man. Don't gamble against the money, man.
We got the Bears on the road taking on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'll take the Cowboys with the 9.
Can I take a NA?
Not available.
Not available.
What do you want? A 2 or a 1?
Oh, I guess that ain't bad. I'll take Cowboys with a 2.
Cowboys with a 7 because that's the lowest one I got.
And then last game is Falcons on the road taking on New Orleans. New Orleans 3-point favorites.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, wait a second. I must have missed one. I don't know where I missed one. Again, I missed one. I don't know where I did, but I missed one. I'll have to figure it out. You going New Orleans, Nick?
Yep, with an 8.
You said 7.
7 for the last pick.
That 8 was his last pick. I missed somewhere. I don't know where. I didn't put a 1 in again. I always forget that. I always forget to put mine in there.
I'm waiting
just
for
waiting
you to
for
say
you.
it.
Well, I try to figure out quick where mine is.
We'll go Atlanta with a 1.
Well, okay.
I was going to say, I was looking for you to call him for cheating because he didn't put one down.
No, I don't know where I missed one at. Was it that one? No, because I picked Oakland. No, I picked Seattle. Where is the Jets I put in there? Colts I put in there. Pittsburgh I put in there, didn't I? No, I didn't put Pittsburgh. That's where I forgot. Yeah, and then I'll take New Orleans with a 1. Man, this could be an interesting point total at the end of next week. But that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. We'll be back again next week. Talk more football. Hopefully, maybe a Vikings win, maybe not. Maybe a Gophers win, maybe not. I don't even remember who they're playing this week. No, and a Florida victory. So for Tyler and Nick, I'm Zach Cullen saying good night. We'll see you next week here on Mustang Radio.
Deuces.